Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our episode 2, The Key to Diversifications. Today I'm going to share with one of the country called Dubai. So anyone have heard of Dubai or have been to Dubai? Can you press 1? We shall start in about another 1 more minutes. For those that who just joined in, welcome to our episode 2, The Key to Diversifications. Today we are going to talk about Dubai. Hello everyone, good evening. Welcome to our episode 2, The Key to Diversifications. My name is Mandy Chen, Head of IQI International Sales. I'm actually in the market for more than 7 years and I'm also the investor. Okay, the program for this is like we want to educate the public how to invest wisely. For those who are keen to explore international market, we like to know how to invest and do not know what is the rules and regulation, but you wish to diversify your investment portfolio to hedge against the currency, this is the best platform for you to know. So through this program, you'll be able to understand, okay, you have a better understanding on all the investment guides, some of the fundamentals, rules and regulations, and besides, you will learn some insights of the global investments real estate outlooks, and as well as if you have any questions, we are here to address your concerns. And after all, you probably will discover that invest in overseas is not a very difficult procedure. In fact, some of the countries that the investment policy is actually very, very friendly and easy entry for foreigner as well. So our program will be on the daily 8 p.m. So do log in every day, 8 p.m. GMT plus 8, all right? And this program will run until end of April. We will invite quite a few of the panel of the speakers, and majority of them are professional real estate specialists from IQI Global team, and some of them have a well-versed experience as well as they are the investor too. So they'll be able to share their knowledge and experience as well as to give you some fundamental guides, okay, to make sure that your investment will be in a sound good hand. So without further delays, today I would like to invite Mr. Omar Ali Khan from IQI Dubai Global Sales. So hi, Mr. Omar, how are you?
Good day, Madam Mandy. How are you doing? Nice to see you.
Yeah, good. Everyone can actually say hi to Mr. Omar.
If you will allow me, I'll do my normal greeting. It's basically to everybody around the world. Salam, marhaba, namaste, sat sri akal, slamat pagi, privyat, and mabuhay.
Wow, you know lots of language. Okay, so give Mr. Omar a big round of applause. Okay, Mr. Omar, can you actually introduce yourself a little bit? Let the audience understand who are you, where are you from?
Yeah, absolutely. Why not, Mandy? You know me for quite some time. Thank you for that. See, like you said, my name is Omar Khan. I am currently the director of IQI Dubai, and my background simply is in two points. I've been based and working in Dubai for almost the last 20 years.
Wow, that's very long.
Well, yeah, I can proudly say that I've been here for about 20 years now. And when I started my professional career, I started as a banker, and I did the banking industry for almost 12 and a half years. Then I decided to expand my horizon and increase my income potential. So I joined real estate.
Mhm.
And I have been with IQI for almost 4.5 years, and in totality with the real estate business for almost about 7.5 to 8 years. Well, I am currently managing a real estate portfolio of approximately 1 billion UAE dirhams. And it's been a good ride. It's been something worth learning. And I'm actually pleased that you gave me the opportunity to today come and, have a nice round of chat with you.
It's actually our honor to actually invited you to join us to share with us your experience and your knowledge in Dubai as well. So tell us a little bit of Dubai. I'm sure some of us here might not been to Dubai before or not very familiar with the Dubai market. Would you enlighten us?
I would love to. Dubai as a brand is, I guess, world famous. And as a tourist destination is probably, in my opinion, top five. Everybody around the globe either drops by here on route to another destination, or they actually visit Dubai to enjoy the lifestyle and see all the tourist attractions. But economically, the UAE has been successfully diversifying its economy, particularly Dubai. And although it still remains reliant on revenues from petroleum and natural gas, but like I said, tourism has become one of the biggest non-oil resources. Along with that, the hotel industry. For the last almost 4 to 5 years, a massive construction boom and an expanding manufacturing base has been pushing the business forward. In fact, now currently we have about US dollar 350 billion worth of active construction projects going on in the UAE, primarily in Dubai. And the real estate business currently contributes to about 14% of Dubai's GDP. So that's how impactful the real estate business is in Dubai.
Wow, sounds great. So is there currently any massive development? I heard that Expo 2020 is actually delayed, right? So what is the impact to the market right now?
Correct. Yeah, that is correct. See, Dubai Expo 2020 is still expected to include a very significant contribution to the non-oil-based economy of Dubai and the whole of UAE. And the hosting of the Dubai Expo 2020 will actually require a substantial amount of investments from the Dubai government across a different range of infrastructure and other projects. I'll quickly give you a couple of numbers so it makes a really easy to understand. The Expo 2020 is likely to generate approximately 23 billion US dollars up to 2022, and a total spend of close to US dollars 9 billion is going to be allocated only for the Dubai Expo 2020 related investments. So basically, the UAE authorities are predicting a windfall of up to, I think, almost 18 billion US dollars in the event that the Dubai Expo 2020 is going to be a success. Now, you know that the new dates which are going to be revised due to the current pandemic for the COVID-19, we are now expecting the Expo 2020 to be happening from October 2021 till March 2022.
All right.
One interesting and last point I'll give you for the Expo is that even though the Expo is going to be postponed or moved ahead to this new time frame, the authorities have already requested the Bureau of International Exhibitions, the BIE, which runs the whole Expo scenario, that they will continue to use the name Expo 2020 Dubai instead of Expo 2021. This will still be the official name of the event.
Okay, great. So other than that, is there any other massive developments that is going on in Dubai?
Along with the construction line, we have seen a large array of, you can say, entertainment hubs which have been built up. We have Warner Brothers, which has been built up here, which is close to the Abu Dhabi. Dubai Abu Dhabi border. Along with that, we have another 4 different world-renowned theme parks which have been built up. We have the Ferrari, the exhibition where you can do a lot of rides, and along with that, there is also a museum which has been built up. I had a chance to visit it with my family. It's definitely worth seeing.
All right.
So culturally, economically, Dubai and the surrounding Emirates are definitely very much engrossed in improving themselves.
Is it because of due to these reasons that many investors actually coming to invest in Dubai, and which are the biggest investors actually come to Dubai?
See, yes, that is correct, because this is the chance or the aura of Dubai. You get a lot of people, investment houses from all across the globe, from the West, East, Europe, Africa, Gulf, even, who come and set up consortiums over here. They are into, let's say, development of malls. They are into, obviously, real estate developments. They are into the developments of free zones. So the whole atmosphere is extremely investor friendly and very, very encouraging to people, not only to come here and develop, but also to set up businesses and do businesses worldwide from the hub of Dubai.
And I understand that Dubai is a tax haven. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, that's one thing which I guess a lot of people always, especially in the Far East, when I used to be with you guys over there, I know everybody was like, "Are you joking? Are you serious?" And I'm like, "I'm saying it live. I'm saying it on Facebook. Yes, it's a tax-free scenario. Basically, if you are going to be coming in here and putting in investments, business-wise, or like I said, you're going to be buying properties, you do not have to give any capital gain tax. You do not have to give any income tax on that. For commercial properties, however, there is a small taxation which has been introduced, but it's hardly worth mentioning.
So can a foreigner buy a properties and automatically become the citizens in Dubai?
Yes, foreigners can definitely buy. The major portion of investors who are coming into Dubai, along with the Bhumiputras or the UAE nationals, are foreigners. And once you buy into a property, it allows you certain, if you can say, permits or visas, long-term visas. If you buy a property which is going to be, let's say, 1 million dirhams, which is equivalent to 1 million ringgit, you can get a visa for 2 years based on the property. More importantly, there is now, as I told you even a couple of days ago, that UAE has now, or rather particularly Dubai, has now offering 5-year multiple visit visas. So once you get a visit visa issued, for 5 years, the visa is valid. You can come and go very easily, purchase a property, fly in, visit, do business, shop, enjoy the lifestyle. In terms of residency, you can get residency. Nationality, that's something else.
All right. So sounds good. So besides that, what are the investments policies that as a foreigner, so what do they need to take note of when they keen to invest in Dubai? What are the requirements?
See, it's a very simple and clear policy that we have. You select the property of your choice, you make the payment, and you become the owner of the property. You become the owner of the property in the most talked about city in the world, because having a property in Dubai is on the portfolio wish list of any seasoned international investor. So the policies are essentially that you select a property and you buy it through whatever channels or funds that are available to you, and it's yours. There is no massive guideline in terms of you cannot sell it now or you cannot sell it later. Before I forget, these are all freehold properties that are available.
So as a foreigner, they can actually buy both landed and condominium as well?
Absolutely, madam.
So can I buy one that behind your profile pictures?
You want this floor or the one higher than this one? Tell me which floor, I'll get it for you. No problem. But before I get any bookings for you, you have to make sure that you give me the Remley burger you've been promising me for 6 months. Otherwise, no booking.
Yeah, your favorite Lumley burger. Okay, would you want to tell us what is the tower behind you?
Okay, the tower behind me is the Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world. Actually, this whole the frame is downtown Dubai, which is, as you know, downtown of Dubai. It is the most happening place in terms of shopping, in terms of entertainment, also in terms of investments, because a lot of people, even today, when they want to come in and buy a property, they would normally prefer downtown Dubai or areas within downtown Dubai. This does not mean that the other communities which are available in Dubai are not good. They are just as good. But it all depends on an investor's preference, budget, and obviously on what is available at that current point of time when somebody wants to make an entry into the market.
So that is also the tourist spot. I remember last year I was there. It's like very, very packed. Amazing. And
Thank God I did not go for you on a shopping trip. Otherwise, I'm sure I will be very tired. You guys had a lot of energy.
Yep. Okay. So, is there, in fact, that it's actually pretty pretentious to invest in Dubai, right? And the policy is actually very simple as well, very straightforward. And
Yes.
you probably only paid the transfer fees of 4%. That's about it. Any other costs involved?
See, yes, the transfer fee from the Dubai Land Department is 4%. Along with that, there is a nominal amount that you pay. Probably, I think it equates in let's say in ringgit, it's about 4 or 5,000 dirhams, which you pay to the land department. And that is in the amount of when you are paying, when you're selecting an off-plan property or property which is under construction. When you go for landed property or sub-sales, as we say in Asia, again, the DLD field applies. Then the only additional cost will be two things that you need to keep in mind is the service charges, which are applicable on a particular property. They have to be paid off when the transaction is happening. And then obviously the agency fee for the agents who are facilitating the deal on a secondary market property.
All right, good. For those who's watching, we are actually giving a free gift today. So for those who have stayed with us, we will have one e-newsletter to be giving out. So in the newsletter, we will talk about the Dubai markets, overall the real estate outlook in Dubai. Okay. So for those who wish to get this report, so can you just comment report? My team will be contact you privately to get your email address or your number so that we will actually share this e-newsletter to you. So please comment report in the comment below. So if you wish to get this report, all right? So, okay. So what about the ROI and the capital appreciations in Dubai? I guess this is the very common questions that investor will ask.
Well, it's a very crucial question, and I'm glad you asked it. See, if invested smartly and at the right time, Dubai has given investors double-digit capital returns. Okay. Believe me when I say it's gone up all the way up to 15%, 18%. And even in today's time, it still continues to give 6% or between 6 to 9% rental returns very easily. If you're interested for a 6% rental return, Mandy, like I said, you have to confirm to me, you'll get me the Ramly burger. Otherwise, no investments for you.
So for those who wants to get the 6% of return, remember to buy Mr. Omar Ramly burger from morning until night.
No, that's only for IQI staff, not for
All right, so so we are talking about rental yield easily about 6%. Would there be a lot of projects that given like rental guarantee, which agents would actually prefer to invest this kind of projects? How about in Dubai?
See, if you're looking at a development project which is giving you a rental return, there are projects which are going to give you, or we have projects, the one we talked about, I think last week, which we will be sharing with the IQI warriors as well shortly. But I would prefer that investors, they come and look at properties which are giving you much more other options along with just a rental guarantee, because nowadays the market as such, that if you're a smart person who can look at a number of options, along with the rental returns, you can probably even get very good payment plan options for yourself.
So can you like elaborate more on the payment plan? How do we go about
Absolutely,
it?
yes. See, the payment plan that we are getting from some developers nowadays basically means that you are getting a post handover payment plan. You will pay a certain amount of fund, which will be approximately, let's say, maybe 20% or 40% till the property is ready. And then at the remaining 40% or even 50%, you can pay for a period of 3 years, 4 years. There is a developer who's even giving it for up to 7 years after handover.
Wow, sounds great. It's more like a own to rent to own
Rent to
option.
own. Yes, yes,
Yes.
yes.
Okay.
So when you get into an option like that, even if the property is slightly higher in price, your outgoing is going to be less. And assumingly the property is going to be rented out. So your returns are very simply in double digit from day one. You cannot go wrong.
So is this this kind of promotion, is it happening only now, or all this while is been offering by the developer in Dubai?
See, this is the good thing about Dubai and the developers who are here. They are very market savvy. They are aware of how the market is evolving, and they are very quick to offer clients a deal that they cannot ignore. So it's not something standard. From time to time, yes, it does change. But nowadays, we can have, because IQI has a good relation with a number of developers, we're dealing well with them. And we are aware that there are some options for select units where we can get you returns or handovers, post payment plans with handovers.
All right. So is there any financing options available for the foreign investor?
Yes, madam, absolutely available. We've got a lot of aggressive banks in Dubai, and for residents in Dubai, there is a large option which they can consider and choose from. In fact, even foreigners who are not based in Dubai, who are not residents of Dubai, they can also avail financing of at least 50%.
Wow, okay. That sounds great. So what about, I heard that recently there's lots of China actually invest in Dubai as well.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear your question. Can you say again?
Yep, I say recently I heard that the lots of Chinese actually invest in Dubai.
Yes,
Is it true?
yes, yes. A lot of Chinese are investing in Dubai. In fact, if I can give you a very quick number, for the last 1.5 years, in fact, it's even there in one of my other newsletter. I'll be happy to share it with people who are interested. You can write down report 2, and I'll send it to Mandy, and she'll share with you the number of increase we have seen of Chinese people in the last 1 year. It has gone, let's say, from approximately 5% all the way up to 17% in less than 2 years.
Wow, okay, amazing. So China people are actually going everywhere to invest.
Well, they know the good markets to look out for. That's the credit I give to Chinese buyers. They're very smart, they're very savvy, they do their homework well, and when they know it's a good deal, they don't hold back. They definitely buy. So we have approximately 3 demographics which have traditionally been buying in Dubai. We have the Central Asians who come and buy into Dubai. Then we have the Gulf nationals and other nationalities who are very heavy buyers. And the biggest jump that we saw in 2019 was actually from China. And even you are aware that even we are starting to get inquiries and leads from mainland China, which we have started to work on. So fingers crossed, let's see, hopefully.
Yeah, to my surprise is that I was there last year expo together with you, and I saw lots of Chinese investor. In fact, they are actually surrounded in the expo. So I was like quite surprised. Is that
you were thinking you were standing in Dubai, you were standing in mainland China.
Yeah, that's why I was about to say that. Okay, so how about the current COVID-19 situations? Is there any impact on the Dubai markets? So what is the government's measurements towards this pandemic situations now?
Okay, did you ask me about the current COVID-19 situation towards property investment?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, I got you. Well, see, the month of March, which just finished, recorded low transaction activity, which is obviously we can expect because there's a lot of prevention going on in Dubai and in the UAE. But even then, there were a few land sales deals that still went ahead because buyers wanted to make use of the soft property values. I'll share a little secret with you. There was even nearly approximately dirhams 40 million plus deal on a premium villa, which is known as the Emirates Hill Villa, which got secured. So anybody who's looking for good deals for premium properties,
this is the best time.
As it sounds, now is the time that you should keep your eyes open and contact IQI from all our branches, and we'll be happy to help you out.
Okay, so are you currently in the lockdown situations, or everybody is still go to work?
No, the activities over here are obviously a little bit more restricted. What the UAE has done is basically in a bid to control the spread of the coronavirus. There has been a lot of precautionary measures which have been put in place, and there is a massive nationwide sanitization drive which is going on. Along with that, if you want to know more, I'll just give you a couple of very quick points. We have been asked to stay at home, work from home, and if anybody is actually wanting to leave for any urgent or emergency reason, they have to apply for an online permit. Otherwise, you have to stay at home. Very much similar to the MCO that I know is happening in
Malaysia,
specifically in Kuala Lumpur right now.
Yes.
All the shopping malls are closed. The markets are closed, except for the supermarket and the pharmacies, which are open. The inbound and outbound flights have been suspended. Only the flights which Emirates Airline and Etihad are operating are very, very limited and outbound from the UAE for the tourists who became stuck in the country after the borders closed. And I think along with that, the public and private sector employees have been told to work from home. All the schools, universities are closed till the end of the academic year. They've all switched to e-learning. Mm-hmm. If you hear any noises in the background, that's my kids trying to learn on the laptop.
Okay, so
yes.
Okay, so for those who log in, right, who watching our episode 2, so today we're going to give out 2 reports. Mr. Omar is very generous to us. So if you wish to get these 2 reports, so you just report times 2 or report 2, then we will actually get my teams to contact you and get your email address or your contact number. So we will actually share this report to you. So in this report, basically you would know, you will get some information of the real estate outlook in Dubai and some of the updates with regards to the China investors that will invest in Dubai. So don't underestimate China. So China will come in a big wave whereby everybody was looking forward to this, right, Omar?
I couldn't say it better. Don't underestimate. China is going to come in a big way in Dubai, and we are already getting ready for it.
So we shall buy before the China big wave coming in, right?
I'm all with you. Yes, madam. Absolutely.
Okay, so actually, is this current situation the best time to go into Dubai, or are you foreseeing that the market will go down again?
See, I think perhaps every client I meet with who wants to buy real estate in Dubai has this question along with, most of the question, the relevant question you've already asked. How should I put it very simply if I can? See, certainly history has proved this repeatedly. You buy when the market is down and you benefit when it moves up. No doubt about that. Great deals are available. Good rental returns are still being offered. Like I just mentioned to you, the post handover plans which are there from the developers. Primarily located properties like the Emirates Hill Villa I mentioned to you, you can snap them up almost 20, even 30% below market value. So it's all a matter of doing your homework with the local real estate experts, having good trusted partners who will work with you for mutual benefit. And if you look at the news which came yesterday for the crude oil, which had gone down to minus.
Yes, yes.
So I mean, I don't want to sound to say we told you, but the fact is that real estate are still, if you can say, they're still somewhat more stable.
Yep.
Property prices, even though they are getting slightly soft, they are not crashing. And this is the biggest benefit or the biggest comfort that good and smart investors, whenever they're looking for investments around the globe, these are the indicators that will always indicate and push them to buy a particular property in a good place.
Always people will say that when there's any uncertainty or any closer to the crisis, this is the best time for you to grab a good deal, because you always buy low and hit high. So it's actually an opportunity for us to look into it if you are prepared to invest in Dubai. Okay, so can a client buy a property without seeing the properties in Dubai?
Well, yes, can very easily. We can use the same Facebook Live and show my property and sell it. No, on a serious note, yes, the initial process of selecting a property and buying a property can be done digitally. There's no problem at all. There are a lot of virtual tours which are available. There is a lot of online material which can be given to clients to study and familiarize themselves with the property before they buy. However, even the transfer of funds, it can be done online, very simple. But for the sake of security, for the sake of transparency, the land department from Dubai would like you or the buyer to come into the country just once at least, so that they can actually tangibly see the property that they have selected, ensure everything is in order, no hanky-panky, and things are done very transparently and to everybody's benefit.
And I heard that the transfer of the process is only take about a day, right? And it's all paperless.
Yes, in fact, less than a day. If the homework is done properly on time, you can be done with the transfer probably, I think, 3 hours.
So how amazing is that Dubai is actually leveraged on the technology?
Yes, we are very tech savvy. In fact, even nowadays, when if you can use the word sanitization drive or the lockdown is going on, tenants who are wanting to move from one property to another, they can do that. And all the documentation needed for cancellation of old contract, permission of new contract, utility connection, and everything, it's all online. Nobody has to step out of their houses at all.
That's very great. Okay. Any question from the floor? If you guys have any questions for Mr. Omar, remember we are giving the reports away, a free gift to you guys. Okay. So for those who just join in and wish to get the report, so can you just comment report? There will be 2 reports that are giving away. So if you wish to receive these 2 reports, so you just comment reports 2. So we will actually get you the 2 reports. My team will actually contact you. Okay, so for those who's looking for a good deal, you can always contact Mr. Omar or myself, okay? Or you can actually go into IQI, www.IQI Global website. We have all the listings that are listed there. So all the best bargain will be listed there as well. So feel free to talk to us. Any question from the floor?
It's basically iqiglobal.com/AE, where you can find all the properties for UAE which are available for sale.
Okay, so let's say, for example, right now I have money. I wanted to invest in Dubai. So, where is the hotspot that you recommended?
You have money, perfect. First, you have to buy me the Remni burger, like we promised.
No
After
problem.
that, after that, we will go for, I think, see, simply like you see behind me, downtown or the nearby areas of downtown. Then there is another very popular hotspot, marina, or the areas near to the marina, which is touching the seashores. Or along with that, there is another upcoming scenario, which is uh, almost to be completed projects in communities which are developing just now. So when you buy into a particular community, so you will get schools and clinics and uh, exercise areas and everything. So these three places are where different investors can choose and pick and decide.
That sounds good. Okay, but what is the average median price you are talking about for a foreigner to invest in Dubai?
See, the pricing, that if I tell you in dirham value, let's say, we normally look at, you can come in and enter into the market in dirhams, for as low as maybe even 500,000 dirhams. That will be for a sub-sale property. Or you can even select a nice project, like I mentioned, just about to be delivered, or very nice, unique, posh community. Your entrance can be close to maybe one, or let's say round figure about 1 million or 1.3 million dirhams or 1.3 million ringgit. That will give you a very nice, classy property, well worth the value of the money.
What about those villa or townhouses in Dubai? It will cost you less than 1 million?
You're asking for yourself or the Chinese?
Aim high.
Aim high. Well, see, again, this is the good thing that has happened in Dubai in the last 4 years. Previously, a lot of apartments were very popular. Even like you see behind me, all of these are apartments. They are actually live. It's not digitally done. But now a lot of people prefer to buy landed property. So you get 2-bedroom townhouses, you get 3-bedroom townhouses, 4, 5, even 6-bedroom villas. And the entry point for a property on that can be something as low as 1.6 million, or let's say round figure under 2 million dirhams. You can buy a very good property, ready property with 3 or 4 bedrooms. Plus 50% you can get financing, so you're actually paying just half the price upfront.
Okay, there's a questions that coming in. They were saying that what is majority of the tenant, is it foreigner or local?
Majority of the tenants.
Yes.
Yeah, majority of the tenants are foreigners, yes, but you even have local families who are living in multiple places, so even they are tenants. It's a very nice mix of cosmopolitan nationalities. Maybe that is one of the reasons when I greeted you in the beginning, I could try 3, 4, 5 different languages, because we have, if I'm not mistaken, more than 100 nationalities living in Dubai today.
That is a very
high number.
And in terms of the rental market is actually pretty huge potential. Therefore, you can actually get so much high ROI.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yep. Any more questions from the floor? Okay. If you have any questions, you can actually ask now. Otherwise, we will end our program today. Thanks for logging in. Okay. Remember to stay tuned with us every day, 8 p.m. Malaysia time, plus GMT +8. Okay. So tomorrow we have another speakers that coming in. We'll talk about Philippine markets. Okay. Remember to log in at 8 p.m. Do comment if you have any feedbacks about our program. We will try to accommodate as well. All right. So remember, this is episode 2, the key to diversifications. We are here to provide guidance, okay, advice, and the know-how for the investments criteria. if you are keen to explore in international markets. Any more questions? If not, we will end here. So my team will actually contact you to send you the year reports, the 2-year reports. So for those who just log in, please comment report, so we will send it to you. Otherwise, thank you very much. Good night and have a nice day. Stay safe.
Shukran jaziran, terima kasih, shishir. Thank you, everybody.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, Mr. Omar. Bye-bye.
God bless. Thank you.